In this video I talk about 4 books that talk about the law of attraction that go back 100 years. To find out more, carry on and watch this video. Welcome to my channel. My name's Lorraine and I help people live with passion, purpose and positivity. Let's dive right into this video. So I've got in my possession here 4 books that were written 100 years ago. That's absolutely amazing, don't you think? Because a lot of people think that the law of attraction was discovered in 2006 when The Secret, the film book was written and The Secret, the film was made. And it was a very famous film, and it's a good insight into how to start the law of attraction. It gives a lot of people, you know, a new belief about this world and how it works and everything. But in these 4 books, I've got them here, and I'm going to talk about them one by one. They talk about the law of attraction then, but because it was such, I should imagine in them days it would be a really weird thing to say to people, and they sort of like touch on it but don't actually say it. And I'm going to discuss each one by one, and one of the books is very, very famous and a lot of people have got very rich by using this book, but at the basis of it is the law of attraction. So I'll go through these books one by one. So this book, The Science of Mind, is by Ernest Holmes, and I have read some of it. It's quite you know, in depth. It goes in depth and everything. And I heard about this book from Louise Hay, you know, famous Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. I absolutely love her work. But she was inspired on her spiritual journey by this book. And yes, I do like it, and it does say a lot of good things in it, and I have learnt by it, but it's not one of my favourites. So the next book I'm going to talk about is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I think everybody knows about this book, don't they? I mean, I've known about it for ages. I have read the whole book a few times actually, but I must say I've read it just quickly, and I do intend to read it again to take in all the principles of it. I mean, Abraham Hicks, Jerry Hicks, the husband, who I talk about quite a lot, he read this book 1,000 times. He said when he first read the book, he says he had shivers up his spine, and he became very wealthy even before he met Esther. And he had companies, and he would buy the people in the companies this book for them to read. Some people would take it on board, others wouldn't, and it's all about the mindset. But even in this book, he doesn't actually say the law of attraction. He hints of a special power, and it's sort of like ingrained in the chapters, but he doesn't actually say about the law of attraction. So the next book I'll talk about is this one, which I've read loads and loads of times. It's a very thin book and I do like it. It's The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And it's a very, very, if you like sort of like a short book and you just like to read, you know, just like snippets, I think this is good for you. And I'll read the first paragraph of the summary of The Science of Getting Rich, and it says, "There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which, in its original state, permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe." What he's talking about is the law of attraction. And as I say, this is nearly 100 years old, and they're scared to come out and say, you know, this is how the world is made up, because they know that if they do say that, people will think they're crazy. I mean, it's still like that a little bit now, isn't it? But people are becoming more aware of how this universe now works and what the law of attraction is all about. Now, this final book is what came into my possession by my amazing manifesting friend, Joe from Canada. And we went on a road trip to New Zealand, and I've written a book called Let the Girls Out. And when we went on that trip, she photocopied the whole of this book for me. And I said, I'd like the book itself. So she sent me this book, and it's an even smaller book. And the author of this book is anonymous. He's anonymous. And it's called It Works by R.H.J., that's his initials, the famous little red book that makes your dreams come true. And it's got here, Lorraine, enjoy this, love Joe, there. But no, this book is really, really good. And, you know, it's just like, it's easy to read and it's easy to understand. And I love this book. And this, again, talking about the law of attraction. And that was first written back in 1926, even before Think and Grow Rich. So people people knew about this ages and ages ago. But it's I mean, some people don't believe in the law of attraction. I actually happen to have a couple of daughters and their husbands. I think they convinced them a little bit that it's not true. But they openly say, Mum, we don't believe in it. But that's up to them, isn't it? People are on their own journey. But the thing is, with law of attraction, you don't have to believe it for it to work for you. Because you're manifesting all the time. Every thought, feeling and action you are manifesting, whether you realise it or not. And it's like gravity. You don't say to the gravity, please keep me on this earth, don't spin me off into space. You don't say that. You just know it's there, don't you? And you take it for granted. It's the same with the law of attraction. Like attracts like. Get on that frequency and things that resonate with that frequency will come to you. In another video, I've called it the law of meetup. You know, the meetup groups. It's not so much about attracting it to you. It's meeting it on that vibrational frequency. I mean, I might just keep saying that, the law of meetup. So you've got to get on that frequency. And it's quite easy to understand. And it's logical, really. And if you take the time to notice what's coming to you, you'll notice that things that you've got no resistance about will come like that. You'll think about someone that you met years ago, and then they'll ring you the next day, and you've got no resistant thoughts about it, but it's happening all the time, but we're often not aware of it. So I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight into how long, you know, the law of attraction's been going. I mean, there's even talk of it in the Bible, isn't there, apparently? So that's 2,000 years ago. But yeah, I mean, these books are really good and I treasure them, and they're ones that go back, you know, people had these ideas. Even my dad, who was an atheist, he even said, there's something out there. And he would, like, my mum died 13 years before my dad died, and soon after she died once, my sister and my dad were going out in the car, but the car broke down, and my dad says, that's your mother making the car stop because she wants to come with us. So I think people realise that there is something else out there. You know, you can call it God, the universe, the divine. You know, you can call it what you like. It doesn't matter what you call it, but there is a powerful universal intelligence out there that's looking after you every minute of every hour of every day. I believe it, and I think you do as well, don't you? Anyway, I hope this helped. A little bit of an insight into people that have had these thoughts and beliefs in the past. Hope it helped. If you liked it and resonated with it, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification, because I do daily videos. Blessings to you, my friends. Much love and namaste. I have created a health and wellness hypnosis which is free, and I'll put a link in the description for you to download that if you so wish, and I hope you enjoy it.